Hi guys! With the purpose of practicing my casting, I did this English only casting of the karate one in Rabat, and I picked the three more interesting matches in my opinion, which is the 67 final, the obviously my teammate finals, Jorgelis in the 50 kilograms division, and also the bronze medal male kata match because it was between two Shotokans, which is my style, and it was interesting like I predicted. So I hope you enjoy it and you have fun hearing me. My apologies if I make mistakes with any pronunciation, but I try my best. All right, here we go with the finals of the 67 kilograms between Morocco and Jordan. These two outstanding athletes might be called the best of the best in history in terms of athleticism, way to score. These guys can score points at any moment, winning, losing, with hungry, after cutting weight. These guys can score no matter what. So I'm hoping not. This will be a plus 10 point fight minimum. So let's see. And this guy is in his hometown, so he's not going to settle for a silver medal. He's going to go all the way for that gold. All right, he's showing good contemplation, good waiting. He's showing good cautiousness. Gaith is in the center of the mat, looking for an opening he can take advantage of. And now Obaya is showing better rhythm. Probably he heard from his coach to move a bit. You cannot be static against this Jordan athlete because he will tag you. So fight continues. Pressure from good sweeping attempt from Giaco Suki, anticipation from Gaith. Giaco clearly underneath. That was a good exchange from both of them, but Gaith get the point. Good 1-0. Here you can tell, yes, clear Giaco Suki. And now this will be interesting because Aubaya is in attacking mode 1-2. I could not tell because of the camera angle, but if he's calling it that urgent is because probably he scored. So let's see what's going on here in the video review. Here, one punch that is being blocked, and then a second that it's impossible to see. I don't know how the referees are going to call it if they cannot see the point, but it's being called. So well, I don't know if this is an screen mistake and they had a better angle over there, but let's go. Oh, you can tell here, yes, it hit. And then kicking 10 from the Moroccan, and legging 10 from Gaid, followed by a punch. Yes, good concentration after the exchanges from Aubaya, who scored a solid right hand, while Gaid was celebrating that kick that is being called in a video review. Let's see what's going on, because he left it there, right? So like he kicked it and then the kick remains close to the body, but I'm not sure because it seems like he hit with the toes. But what's going on with the review? Yes, he kicked with the toes and then he kind of do an effort to keep it up, but he actually is not hitting completely with the top of the foot. So yes, it's the 9. So 3 points so far, half, 1/3 of the fight done. So a lot of points to see probably. Yakosugi underneath from red, and then Groot Kisami afterwards. Sidekick intent, anticipating the Yakosugi from Gaith. Great, solid sidekick. This is what I'm talking about. You're going to see intense after intense, and everything they throw can score. Good Yako, good kick, fantastic match. 5 points. I say that it will be 10. Let's see if I'm accurate. Mawashi, that seems close. Yakosugi underneath is going to keep trying it, even though he just gets scored with that sidekick when he was trying that technique. He just throw it again, and he landed a punch clearly underneath the 10 points goal I predicted. Yakosugi, perfect. And then pressure continues. Good psychic intent, so clever. Baya with that sidekick, because he knew Gaith would try that punch constantly. These guys know how to throw that same technique at any point of the match. That's a super skills that not many people has. Even though these two are making it look easy, it's not easy to throw your best technique constantly like these two are doing it. Like I'm saying, Gaith with that Yakosugi, his best technique that landed perfectly. This is 9 points in total, 3 points to go for red if you want to tie the fight. And right at target, then pressure continues. Distance is trying to be found by Aubaya, trying to maintain that advantage. Mawashi clearly landed roundhouse kick at the middle body, and then this is 11 points total. And these guys are just showing that they know how to score. Good Mawashi, good celebration. I love to see that without being criticized by any referee. Good work. This match is close, can be against. Oh yes, good counter from red. That seems to be a bit away. 30 seconds in the clock. This match could go to anybody. And then I'm assuming I will try that right hand underneath again, that Yakosugi at any point. Let's see if Blue is prepared for that. But he does with a good fast Mawashi Geri that is being avoided. And then he tried that Yakosugi from the distance. Yakosugi again from red. Good work. I didn't saw Aubaya scoring that point though. It probably was close enough to be scored, but this fight is now 6-6. Gaith overcome the gap. He closed the gap, and now he's 1 point away. He's throwing that Mawashi Geri. I didn't saw the review that they just put the repetition, but I'm certain that that right hand miss. You guys can go back and see. And now the fight is just 1 point away from red that is trying that punch. A video review is called from blue for a sidekick that it was difficult to see from this angle. I think it's blue that is being called, right? That sidekick. It's a good strategy from the coaches calling that video review at the end of the match to stop the fight completely. It was for blue, it's rejected, 2 seconds to go. 7-6, distance is being found. He step out of the mat. He's going to be warned with 1 millisecond in the clock. In karate, everything can occur. Let's see. And believe me, Gaid is not going to wait. He's going to go for that point. And wow, what a match. They both should be proud. That gold medal stay in home. Great performance. This is good for the karate world in overall. They should celebrate. They should be happy about what they did. They both are in the final, scoring points. Amazing work from these two. And obviously, I needed to cast this next final, the Venezuelan queen, or let's call it the Venezuelan slash Italian slash North American queen, because she has been in all these countries, making herself better, finding options, and now she's here with a grand winner on his repertory, and she's facing Japan, an athlete she have faced before. But in my experience competing in medal matches in Europe, in world championships, in Karate One's event, the self-awareness you must have is something extremely complex to achieve, and if someone can do it, it's her. You can tell right now by her expression that she feels confident, she feels happy to be there with that overall season victory, like the best one in the entire planet. And that consistency, it's what is incredible difficult to achieve. And here we go. This will be an interesting match. I'm expecting cautiousness from Jorgelis. She knows that contemplation I'm talking about, it's difficult to achieve, so she needs to be very aware of herself, being very cautious. So here we go. She takes the center of the mat right away, maintaining good mobility, good small fakes. Japanese look a bit stiff from the distance, observing, waiting for an opening, like most of the Japanese does. And yes, Jorgel is the one proposing the rhythm, checking her with that leg. She will do it during the entire match. She will pick that leg up constantly. Yes, very good psychic intent. Great, enough to put her out of the mat. That's good. If the fight goes at the end without any point, that pressure could make the difference on the referee's decision making. So one warning for the Japanese. Jorgelis took the center of the mat again, maintaining good pacing on the tension, checking with the leg. Japanese tried to hold the leg, sweep intent, nothing occurred. Fight is disengaged and return again. Kick intent from Jorgelis. Checking with the leg, she's trying to put her away. Something that Jorgelis need to do at this point is to return to the cautiousness she had before. She should not risk much, and it seems like she's doing it. More cautiousness will be a good thing, Jorgelis. Keep your distance, keep checking from away. It seems she returned to that, right? Good fakes from the distance. She's not rushing closing the gap. Good. That fake is good. Good leg intent. Guard seems to be a bit low. Yes, Japanese is checking that guard with that front hand. That's probably her strategy to close the gap with that front hand at any point, waiting for a moment to do so. Good hook kick intent. Japanese, like I say, yeah, Kosugi from the clinch from your hellish. The coach asked for the video review. This is a tough one because the punch was there. The sanching might not be there. I think it was a bit too close. Yes, the punch is there. Arm extension is there. Video reviews are checking that leg much. Let's do not forget that she's calling for a point. Look, there it says 1 point. Right, here we go. Target is there, arm extension is kinda there, but the sanching is like not that strong. If the referees are going to call this point, they're probably are going to be observing those first two moments, this and this, but this one can be a good reason to do not give the point. Hopefully they're going to, and if denied, nothing occurred. Your Hellis can score anything at any moment. And this is good for the Hantei actually, because she's the one proposing points, making the referees to check for points. So that cautiousness is important to be maintained in order to get into that Hantei, which is something I don't like for the biases aspects of humanity. Good front hand from Japan from this angle seems to score, but nothing occurred. Your Hellis can score, there is plenty of fight, and this is a 30-second fight. So let's see here from the slow motion. This punch was not close enough. That was way too far away for a final match. Come on, referees. And it seems she kinda blocked it too. Come on, well, let's go. 17 seconds in the clock. Your Hellis is rushing to the front, rising the leg, side kick intent. She could not push her out. That warning should not occur. She's just side kicking and she lets go. Good hook kick intent. She fall. That kick was close. She stand up quickly. She knows she can score. She just need a kick. Like she's expert on doing them. She hunting mode. Front hand intent. She's observing where she is. Hook kick intent. That's being blocked. Sweep intent. Jacko underneath. Wow. Close match. Japanese end the fight in the ground. Your Hellis did everything possible to make it. Some unfairness, people. Some unfairness. She's knowing it. Look her expressions. She knew that she could score some points, but that front hand, I would like to wait for the repetition. They usually put it at the end of the match because I want to see that front hand. Let's see here. That hook kick was blocked. Great mobility from your Hellis though. That kick is vertical. That's why she scored always. Look this mobility. Whack. So difficult to achieve such level of conditioning. That's why she's the grand winner. Despite this result, she should celebrate. She's the overall winner of the season, of the world. We're talking about the best of the best in the entire planet. Yes, you're right. And I want to wait for the repetition because I want to see that front punch again from the Japanese. They should. Your Hellis look happy. She looks like she knows that she's the best of the best. Yes, she's celebrating like she won. I'm happy she's doing that. Great. And I want to wait. I want to see the repetition. Because here he goes. Look at that front hand. Away, and she blocked it. Nothing to see. You guys say what you want. There is the facts. Alright, interesting match about to occur. The strongest representation for the Shotokan styles in the last tournaments. There is one more from Italy. He just lost against USA, but in the last generations, these two have been the strongest Shotokan out there. We could mention Claver from Venezuela, who is also have done great, but and the Peruvians, but for sure, Kazumasa Moto and Ozdemir have been the ones who have brought the Shotokan style to the podiums lately. Unsu kata is the strongest kata from Turkey, the red athlete. He had a signature move there. All the Turkish does it. It's like at the Yakosuki's transition, they do the moves one after the other without stop. And in fact, he's doing Unsu, so it will be interesting to appreciate those moves. And it will be without sound, but I still want to do it because it's fun to appreciate and practice the casting. So his aura is strong, good start, solid balance at the Nekwasidachi. By the way, Neko is cat in Japanese, and you just hear mine. And yes, he maintained that low posture during the steps. What? The video just jumped ahead. Well, let's continue. Good, solid Yakosukis. Stand very well. Those punches look strong, so the kata seems to be very strong also from those punches I mentioned before. Good kime, risking at all the moves. Great work, and this is the more complex move in the old karate. This jump, great jump from Ozdemir. That will bring some vote on his favor for sure. I don't have any doubt that even though he's facing Japan best Shotokan, he will be bringing some votes. Even though we could not see much, I still want to see the rest of the match and upload it because it's very interesting, these two facing each other in a medal stage. In a world stage, I wanted to say. Medal stage is well said too. Alright, great kata from him. Let's observe and wait what kata Ozdemir is going to do. What do you think? What do you think about him? Was good? Alright. I think the cat appreciation of the kata is solid. And here we go. Japan best Shotokan. Is doing Goyushi Hosho. This is interesting because Goyushi Hosho is a, yes, very traditional kata, but it's what is called a floor kata. it doesn't have many risks, and that can be against him in the votes, because you can show with this kata the strength of the Shotokan, the foundations of our style, because I'm Shotokan too, but there is not many risks. Let's see how the kime looks like. Good kime, which is can be called like that way you stop the punch, strength you show at the end of the move, and is by a lot one of the best kime I have seen. Good, even though he has his tournaments, he's still showing good strength. And this next move right there, when you go from front stance to middle stance, it requires some anti-rotational workout, because it's complex to stop that way. So the kata is looking fantastic. He's maintaining a good low posture during the stepping, good eyesight. I would like to hear his breathing, but we cannot do it because of the audio and the other casting. So I want you guys to appreciate mine. And great Goyushi show so far, but like I said, it's not a risk kata. It's a kata where you don't risk much. And Ozdemir Unsu is strong and athletic, so I have no doubt that this will be by divide decision. It's not going to be all for Japan like people will expect, because I know how the referees work. Is a lot of feeling involved, and when they feel that traditional kata without much risk being done in a medal match, they tend to have some biases. Even though this Goyushi Osho is fantastic, it's strong, solid, well executed. Let's see how these votes goes. Great work from Kazuma Samoto. Solid Shotokan representation. And it's fun to see many Shotokans in the medal matches. Out of 5 athletes, 3 of them are Shotokan. These 2, the Italian guy. Well, no, the half of them, because the finalists are also Shitoryu, I believe. So here we go. This is the vote. 1 for red. Like I said, this is going to be interesting. 2 for red. Hold on. 2-1. 2-2. The world is falling. 3-2 against Ozdemir. 3-3. What's going on? Japanese. Wow. This was close. Interesting to watch. Showing respect for both. Excellent final match. Both of them doing great, but yes, Ozdemir style, work it, but the kime, the solid foundation of Japan, the name also make a difference. Great bronze medal match.